This episode of 999 was recorded in front of a live studio audience at twitch.tv/Solaris. If you would like to join them, all you have to do is click the link down in the description. And the stream goes live every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see you there.
Guys, it's happening. This is what I was like when VLR. I was like, guys, VLR, it's VLR, it's VLR. Can you?
Okay, let's play.
I'm okay. And I get to play it like for you guys for the first time. Are you guys gonna see everything? Yes, I want to save you. Oh, I'm so excited.
This game is fiction. All names, characters, and incidents are all play. There are 2 modes of play.
What? I didn't read the other one. I'm not on anything. I just love this game. I just love this video game. 9, 8, 7. I'm so excited.
Oh, look at this updated graphics.
It's a ship. Where are we? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, if no one knows about it, well, if there are people in here who don't know about the ending, I won't spoil it for anybody.
A loud noise startled Junpei awake and his eyes snapped open. What the? As they adjusted to the light, he realized that he didn't recognize his surroundings. Okay, wow, don't just auto-scroll for me. Ow! With a crack, Junpei's head connected with something metal. He rolled over and threw out his hand to steady himself, but he found himself groping at empty air. Whoa! His balance lost, and his still fuzzy mind struggling to understand what was going on, Junpei tumbled down to the cold gray floor. It's probably going to be a little weird seeing my face and me being like, what the heck? I'm making it family friendly for you guys. You're welcome. Not bad. I fell pretty far. Ugh. It really hurt. Dang. My eyesight's kind of blurry. Must have hit my head. No. Wait, that's not it. An earthquake? But it's shaking too fast for that. Anyway. What's going on? Where am I?
Play ADV mode, Caleb. It's the best way to play.
Wait. It stopped. What's that sound? On the other side of the room was an identical bed, and set in the wall between the beds was a slightly dirty iron door. That's... First thing Junpei noticed about the door was the number roughly emblazoned across it. On the surface of the door in red paint, someone had written 5. 5? What's this 5 mean? Suspicious and still utterly confused, Junpei approached the door slowly. Standing at last in front of the door, Junpei grabbed hold of the L-shaped handle. A push yielded no movement, and a pull the same result. Ugh. It won't open. Didn't matter how much he pushed and shoved, the handle wouldn't budge. Next to the door was an odd-looking device that reminded Junpei of a card reader. What's this? Is this keeping the door shut? Junpei knocked hard on the door. Hey! Hello? Is anybody there? Open the door! There was no response. Junpei threw his left fist into the door.
Wait a second. I got a watch on here.
Huh? What the heck is this? He wasn't really sure what else to say. I thought this was a bracelet of a sort he'd never seen before. And in the center was a large LCD display. A watch. Huh. Doesn't look like one. 5. That's the same as the door. True, the numbers were the same, but he had no idea what that might mean. All he knew was that it was strange and new, and he wanted it off. Junpei flipped his hand over as if to remove a watch, but... What? How do I take this off? The other side of the bracelet was solid. No buckle, no clasp, nothing. He sighed and flipped the thing back over. There were a number of rivets around the rim of the face, perhaps. Maybe pushing something else will work? He pushed them, but nothing happened. On a watch, they might be dials for adjusting date or time, but on this bracelet, they did nothing. Nothing. Dang. Guess I'll have to force it off. Growing more desperate, he began to tug at it. However... No good. This stupid thing won't come off. The steel ring ran from the face, around Junpei's wrist, and back into the face. He wanted to be pulling the bracelet off any time in the near future. What the hell is the deal with this thing? Frustration and desperation were beginning to mix as the reality of the situation began to dawn fully on Junpei. So much was happening and none of it made sense. Junpei felt as though he were about to explode. Where am I? Why the hell am I here? Why? What the hell happened to me? Oh. Ugh. My head. Pain bloomed, but he did not. He did his best to shake it off. He raised his head. Oh. It was at that moment that he noticed the window. The window was round, rimmed, and riveted brass, like a window from an early 20th century ship. Hold on. Am I on a ship? Junpei walked slowly towards the window. He could see nothing beyond it, but thick, impenetrable darkness. I can't see anything. If only it wasn't so dark outside. Junpei squinted, trying to see something. Anything. At that moment... Huh? What the... You gotta be kidding me! What the hell is going on here? Yes, his voice is one person. Disapproves instantly. He's like, you suck. Don't ever voice anybody ever again. Crack split the glass of the window. For a moment, Junpei stared at it. Then the window burst and water began to pour into the room. What the hell? Gosh darn it! Junpei yelled and spun around. His feet slipping on the water already coming through the window, he ran for the door. Come on, just, can you, hey, anybody, is anyone there? Come on, if you're there, say something. There was no reply. As Junpei screamed and pounded on the door, the water began to rise. It was now ankle deep on the floor and rising quickly towards his knees. It's not stopping. Not good at all. I need to find a way out. And fast! Junpei ran a hand across his forehead, brushing the sweat off his eyes, and looked around the room. Oh, there's sweat in my eyes! Somebody get this water out of here! That wasn't family friendly. It was. I said, gosh darn it. I helped you. Seek a way out. Sorry, I'll say heck. I'll say heck from now on, guys. Gamers. I promise. Okay, cool. Okay, why am I... Okay, back. Okay, thanks. Alright, let's do this. A bullet point board. Looks like someone put a note on it. Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, cool, great. Alright, cool. Thanks. Investigate an item. Yeah. You guys don't even care. Don't even look at it. Here, I need the screwdriver. Got it. Oh wow! Let's see if there's something in here. Huh? Looks like there is. Key? Yeah, there's a little blue key in the bottom of this pot. Odd. I've never played this game before, guys. No, I just played this part yesterday. That's why I'm so good at this one. This doors are still. Well, it opens easily enough. Should push the door to get out of here. Is that easy to open? A screwdriver. I wonder what this could be for. Well, the screwdriver got those screws off easily enough. Here's the paper. Okay, cool. Now it's gonna tell me how to combine items. Thanks. Got him. Already did it before you. A screwdriver, huh? Why that's here? I wonder why. Only if there was something we could do. Oh, key. Would you look at that?
Oh, let's look in the mirror. Should probably hold on this key.
What's up with my face? I look like a zombie. Man, what the heck happened to me? How did I end up here? Left work, headed back to my apartment, and even as he said it, something in his mind opened, and a memory bobbed to surface. It was the last thing Junpei remembered before waking up in the strange room. It was crazy. It was past midnight when he came home. Junpei shuffled up the stairs and opened the door to the apartment 201. So that was his apartment. Small one-bedroom affair that ran him about $630 a month. He moved into it when he entered college. So far, he'd been here 3 years and 7 months. I'm back! Not like anyone will respond. He stepped inside and turned on the lights. Fluorescent lights on the ceiling blinked and flickered slowly to life, as if waking from a deep slumber. Man, work was rough today. A cold light illuminated the landscape he'd come home to so many times before.
You guys are going way too far with this ooh stuff.
Everything was as he left it. The magazines piled up in the corner, the textbooks collected dust, the CD cases covering the floor, the jeans and t-shirt he'd worn the day before, then tossed them to the floor. There's one thing that didn't belong, however. Huh? A breeze. The white curtain framing his window swayed gently in the cold wind. Huh? That's weird. Did he leave that open? Junpei walked towards the window, trying to remember if he'd closed it or not before he left. One of the panes was hanging open. He stuck his head out and looked around. Everything looks okay. Must have forgotten to close it. He closed the window. Then it happened. What? Junpei turned around and found himself face to mask, with a man dressed in all black. The man wore a deep hood and a bulky gas mask. His face was entirely hidden. Who are? Suddenly he couldn't finish. Junpei tried to yell, but all he could manage was a strangled croak. I can't. Junpei collapsed to the floor, a crumbled heap of limbs like a discarded puppet. Too late. He noticed the white smoke that was quickly filling his apartment. A small object shaped distressingly like a grenade sat on the floor right in front of his face. Hissing, the white smoke poured out of it at an incredible rate. The smoke had grown so thick that the details of Junpei's apartment began to fade into the white haze. He could feel his mind begin to fade as well. A white haze that was not the smoke creeping into the edges of his vision.
Guys! What are we doing? We're not even talking in chat anymore. We're just putting random stuff. And no one's doing anything else. Sam said oof. Thank God Sam said oof.
Consider this a privilege.
Consider this a privilege. You have been chosen.
Her asking voice wormed its way out of the gas mask. It was cold and harsh and distorted in some way Junpei couldn't put his finger on.
You are going to participate in a game. The nonary game.
That was the name of that's the name of the video game. We dropped it. Dropped the video game. Oh, sorry, gamers.
It's the last thing Junpei had remembered. A white smoke overpowered him. The masked man faded from his vision, and he felt his consciousness fall away into the white mist. That's right. That guy with the gas mask. That son of a birch must have taken me here. I get my hands on him. He ground his teeth in frustration and strained to remember anything about his attacker's figure. Well, I guess there's no way to know if that was a man or not. The voice had been cold and mechanical, likely passed through a voice changer, and the body had been covered in a thick cloak. Just who was that? They said, have been chosen. What it might mean, that was beyond him. What the hell is going on? Why me? What the heck? There was only one thing from his memory that seemed important.
You are going to participate in a game. The notary game. It is a game where you will put your life on the line. Oh.
The notary game, huh? What the heck is the notary game? Gosh darn it! With a yell, Junpei drove his fist into the mirror, breaking it instantly. All right, let's solve the puzzle.
That's right, I know the puzzle.
Okay. No dice. It's locked tight. Let's see if there's anything in the keyhole. All right, let's solve the puzzle real quick. Okay. 6, 3. Okay. It's like 0, 1, 6, 3. Let's put the blue key in. It's 0, 2, 6, 3, I think, actually. And nothing. I guess I'm gonna need some sort of code for the dial.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for there's a minigame. You can play minigames by pressing things and stuff will happen.
Thanks. 6, 3. Got it. Gamer hacked. All right, let's see if these numbers work. Turn the key and hey, looks like it's working. Yes. All right, let's open it up. Okay, I don't actually know how to solve that puzzle in any way other than doing that. I don't know if there's actually a physical way to do it, but yeah. Oh. Okay, cool. Yes, it opened. Looks like there's something in here. What is this? A file? File screen. Look at the files.
Thanks, dude. Does anyone find this sparkle emoticon? Whoa, I could only watch like 2 ads and it makes me wait days. Days until I can watch? Not even just one day? It makes you wait days?
All right, let's see what's in this file. Huh, digital root. Let's see here. Compute a digital root with the following steps. Guys,
So a digital root is like, let's say you do like 6 plus 4. I mean 6 plus 5. 6 plus 5 is 11. So the digital root of 11 would be
Here
2.
you go, loser.
Chloe, that's at $1.05. Whoa! That's epic! Wow, we're all outbidding each other now.
if you know with something greater than a single digit, then you have to add those numbers together. That's pretty much what I just explained to you. So if you get something that equals to 670, as you get 6 plus 7 equals 8, 6 plus 7 plus 8, that's 21, then you have to do 2 plus 1, that equals 3. Therefore, the digital root of 6, 7, 8, yes. And 1, 2, 3, 4 would be the digital root. That would be obviously 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, which equals 10, which 1 plus 0 equals 1. Therefore, the digital root of 1, 2, 3, 4 is 1. Let's see. So I just keep adding numbers until I get a single digit. Yeah. So there's something on the back of this thing. Notebook, a pen, a calculator. Stack of key cards, huh? Alright, so basically it's actually really easy what I do. Actually, I know how to use a calculator. I can use one in real life, actually. I don't even have to use the one in the game. Thanks for the ability to be able to do that, though. I really appreciate it. Alright, now, so what's really cool about this is that you can actually see it, and the DS is really small. So it's 7, 4. If I can remember correctly, it's like really no. This is just like the blue briefcase. Yep, there's a lock on this one too. It's not opening. So I actually don't know how to actually solve this puzzle. Is the weird thing. All right, let's stick the red key in here. It's not opening. In fact, it's not doing anything at all. Well, all right, I take that back. I guess I can move the dials down. So it looks like I'm gonna have to put in the right numbers and then turn the key. Do that, and this thing should pop right open. Let's give it a shot.
It was 7 and what?
All right, let's give it another shot. Okay, so it's 7 and 4. So it's 7 here, 4 here, and it's like 8 and 3, I think, is what it is. 8. It's 1. Okay, 8 and 5.
I don't know why. I don't know why it's 7. I don't know why it's 7, 4, 8, 5. It could be about root numbers or something. I literally don't know what. I don't know what the puzzle. I don't know. You're missing a paper under the pillow. He always is like, there's more pillows here, and I can't solve it. So he was like, there's more. I always try to look under pillows, and he doesn't look under them. That's what I've done before.
Okay, well, I solved it anyways. Yes, I unlocked it. It's opening. Got it. I did it from elimination before, and which doesn't take too long because it's not very hard. He just brute forced it. Yeah, you brute forced it. You're right. I'm epic like that. All right, so I actually know how to solve this. These cards with the numbers on them. Pretty sure this is where I'm supposed to use them. All right, let's slide these cards and see if they work. And obviously they don't. Okay. Huh? It's not working. Why? Darn it! No, that's not right. That's right. I still have the cards I haven't used. Yes, you do. So obviously it doesn't work. Darn. Not again. There aren't any more cards in here. Only got another hint. Of course, the files. The file said something about a digital root. Digital root. The digital root, huh? What's supposed to do with the 5 on that door? Do I have to get to the digital root of 5? Not really sure about this. Whatever, it's worth a shot. Let's see if this works. I'll just slide the cards that give me the digital root of 5 through the reader. I know how to do this, okay.
I can solve it without even looking. Oh, no, it does it differently. 1, 3, 7? I think that.
What? You're right. I'm dumb.
1, 6, 7. Oh my.
Alright, I think this is gonna work. There we go. That's a new noise. Huh? Is it just unlocked? Well, the light was red and now it's blue. No doubt about it. There's nothing keeping me in here now. Time to go. Alright, let's get out of here then.
Puzzle solved. I don't get what's happening. We're just trying to get the digital root. That's what was happening right there. Up for 5. You found it! Yeah! Hit that purple heart button. Hit that purple heart button since we found it. Thanks, gamers.
Whoa! Accompanied by a wall of angry water, Junpei shot out of the room and into the opposing wall. The water tossed and turned him like a washing machine, and he only stopped rolling when he hit his head on the wall.
My head. Wait. Is it over?
I felt too much like being flushed down a toilet. Dang. Junpei struggled to his feet and still rushing water.
Whoa, that's a JPEG.
Well, better than drowning, I guess. Am I in a hallway? The water that had followed him out of the room was rapidly pouring out of the door. It flowed quickly down the hallway and slammed into the foot of the short flight of stairs. Oh? Just 5 steps, in fact. At the top of this short staircase. A door! Another door!
Run, Junpei, run! Somebody hide with me for a minute. Aw.
Thanks, Cece. Dang, it's water. Let me go! Junpei leapt up the stairs, straight for the door.
Come on, you weak. Probably has some chicken legs.
Yes! It opened! The door burst open and Junpei exploded out of it, only to freeze in his tracks. What other possible response could there have been to what he saw? What the heck? His voice trailed off, and all he could do was stare.
Some fine lady up those stairs, isn't there?
Polished floor. Oh no, it's not. It's not there yet. Oh, polished floor. They run down the stairs. I'm remembering. I'm remembering now, guys.
I mean, that doesn't happen. I mean, there's no girls in this game. What are you talking about? That's a spoiler.
A polished floor stretched out before him. Ornate staircases rising up from the edges, each one of them equidistant from the other. The stairs and pillars were solid wood.
Well, where should I put this?
The stairs and pillars were solid wood, and embellishments and decorations covered the walls and pillars. It looked like nothing so much as the entrance to a luxurious mansion from the early 1900s. This is the inside of a ship? Junpei couldn't help but wonder. Well, the water quickly filling the hallway behind him suggested that yes, he was. As he looked, a fresh wave rolled out of the room he'd been in, gathering speed as it moved towards the stairs. Yeah, that's what I thought. This is totally a...
Wait, what the heck? A wave! Crap! I gotta get out of here.
Junpei spun around, his wet shoes squeaking in protest on the polished floor, and ran towards the tremendous staircase in front of him.
Gotta get out of here. I gotta get C-deck.
That seems pretty good. B-deck. Hurry. Hurry. As he ran, he glanced quickly at the plates mounted on the wall, denoting the decks of the ship. A-deck's next. He took the stairs two at a time, not entirely sure where he would find himself. Just as he began to wonder where, in fact, the stairs did lead.
What? Junpei saw another person out of the corner of his eye. Look at this Usopp man over here. Santa. Someone had to do it. Santa! A liar!
People. He stopped short, nearly tripping over the next stair, and looked. It wasn't just one person he'd seen. On the landing to the left of the stairs, there were 4 people staring at him. On the landing to the left of the stairs, there were 4 people staring at him. On the right, 3 more. Oh, look at all of them! Is this updated? Oh, look at all of them. A lot of people. All told, there were 7 of them. Never mind. It looked as though they had been on their way down the stairs. They stopped short when they saw Junpei, their eyes wide. He'd done the same, of course, and now they stood there staring at one another. Junpei didn't move, one foot placed awkwardly on the next step in the middle of a stride. Who were these people? This entire interaction lasted only a matter of seconds. The woman spoke to Junpei and time began to move again.
It's... Oh, we don't know her name yet. I mean, who is this?
Okay, she's drawn completely different now. Well, she's not drawn completely different, obviously. She still looks the same. She's just a different art style, kind of. What should her voice be? Because, I mean... what's her name? June? I mean, the person we don't know yet. I don't know if she's a dancer, man. She's a dancer. That's what it says. She's a dancer. She's gotta be some kind of danger. Some kind of date. Call it. She's danger. It's gotta be nice. Let's think about.
I guess there's another one of us now.
A dancer? The woman was dressed, Junpei thought, rather like a dancer. Her clothes covered very little, and her prestigious jewelry a little more.
That's what we felt.
No, I'm not. You better get moving.
With no further ceremony, she ran straight past Junpei and towards the door behind him. Well, okay then. The sudden proximity of a woman with such striking assets left Junpei momentarily stunned, but the others wasted no time and quickly followed the strange woman.
I mean, who is this? We don't know who he is.
Silver hair? Huh? The first to pass Junpei was a young man with silver hair. He threw a quick glance in Junpei's direction as he ran, muttering.
Huh. One of us, huh?
What?
Nothing.
Alright, silver-haired dude.
Following him was an older man, his face calm and without fear. Soft wrinkles sprouted from his eyes, and he came close. See, that's... So... You're telling me ADV doesn't give you any of this?
Because I want to see them.
Enough as he passed for Junpei to wisp of gray in his hair. His composure and shock of hair struck Junpei as rather like an elderly lion.
Going up won't do you any good. There are 2 doors, but neither of them will open.
Hold on, the doors won't open. Ooh, who is this little lass? The next to speak to Junpei was a girl with pink hair and a high voice.
Come on, aren't you coming? You gotta hurry.
Her small hand was wrapped around the wrist of another man. I mean, who? His eyes were closed, almost as though he were sleeping. His features were graceful, almost serene. He was dressed rather elegantly for someone his age. Something about his posture seemed very refined, and Junpei couldn't help feeling he was noble and dignified somehow. Certainly never seen one, but this man seemed like what Junpei had always imagined a prince would be like. That's 9 of us then. All of the cards are in hand. What does that mean? Junpei opened his mouth to ask what the other man had meant, but the girl with pink hair had rushed past him. Wait! They're gone. Just what is going on? There's an old man like a lion, a girl with pink hair, and a prince, and I have no idea what they're talking about. He turned just in time to see 2 more people running towards him. One of them had hair like a bird's nest and looked as though a stiff breeze might topple him. The other was a veritable mountain of a man.
Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
Huh? The scrawny one scuttled past Junpei as though he were running from something. What was that all about?
Hey!
Let's see. Let's do this voice. I had a different voice for him back in the day, but I don't know if I'm going to use the same voice.
Hey, what the hell are you doing just standing there for? Didn't you hear him? The doors on A deck are no good. We gotta check the doors on B deck. Got it? Now go!
Before he had a chance to respond, the man laid a massive hand on Junpei's shoulder. With no more effort than Junpei would have used to brush aside a fly, the man shoved him out of the way. Whoa! Thrown off balance by the man and recent events, it took Junpei a few steps to get his bearings. He finally regained his balance and looked up in what the other 7 had been running towards. Hey man, that was dangerous! Huh? There were 2 pairs of large iron doors set into the wall in front of him. They looked quite sturdy and each had handles jutting from them. Written across the surface of each door in red paint was a number. The door on the right, 4. This one says 5. They're the same. The guy Junpei had decided to call Silver was mumbling to himself. The room I woke up in and the number on the door, just like that. You too, huh? With an arch eyebrow, the lion looked over at Silver. My cell was the same, a number upon the door. I opened it, ran down the hallway outside, and found myself in the rather grand room full of stairs, as I suspected the rest of you. It was as though the floodgates had been opened. All began to talk at once.
Me too.
Same for me. There was a door with a number on it. A door with a number on it. A door with a number. A door with a number on it. It soon became clear that each one of them had awoken a room with a locked door. I solved a puzzle to escape. Oh, no, that's not him talking. Yeah, they'd all ended up in the same room. Almost as though they'd been guided here.
Yes, we're all on the same thing. That's not important. We need to, like, hurry. Yeah, I don't know that lady. Yeah, like, I don't know that lady.
Sorry. Before the dancer had it to finish, Silver was already running.
Ah, open. Dang it.
He grabbed hold of the door labeled 5 and pulled. Obviously, I have to open that door. However,
Fork.
it's not opening.
The darn thing won't even budge.
Out of my way.
What is it? What was it again? I need to listen to it again.
Out of my.
Out of my way. I know. I'm making it British. It's not.
Out of my.
It's like out of my way. It's like out of my way.
Out of my way. I don't know. The mountain grabbed Silver's shoulder and tossed him aside. His back cleared, he took a few steps back and threw himself out the door. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. The door shook as his body slammed into it, but showed no signs of breaking or opening. The mountain threw himself at the door again. Body slam from a guy that big didn't even budge it. There must be some other way. Junpei turned towards door 4. Next to the door on the wall was a small box. Oh, we have to do the
what's it called? You what, mate? Yeah, I know. That's what it sounds like, right?
I don't want it to sound like that. This just looks like the device next to the door in the room earlier. That means this door is probably locked too. But still, he had to check. Junpei grabbed a handle and threw all his weight onto it. It was locked as tight as the door next to it, as he suspected. Dang it! Junpei punched the door, it didn't respond.
We have to find the root number of everything, or whatever it's called.
Are there any other doors? He barely finished the thought when the C-deck plate he pressed on his way up sprang up into his mind. His body moved before he had time to think. Junpei turned and ran back to towards the stairs. He had scarcely taken a step when, at the top of the stairs, next to an ornate clock embedded in the wall, he saw a person. It was a girl. She looked to be the same age as Junpei. He froze, unable to look away from her face. He wasn't confounded by her beauty or something equally silly. No, there was another reason he couldn't take his eyes off the girl. Junpei had seen her somewhere before. He couldn't quite remember where, but he knew. He knew he'd met her before. The girl, too, stared at Junpei, similarly stunned. Her response suggested she'd seen him before as well. Without saying a word, Junpei's. How do I like take that away? How do I like take the words away? Without saying a word, Junpei walked slowly towards her. She didn't move. It's almost as though she was held in place by some sort of magic spell. Junpei stepped onto her landing. The spell broke. No sooner had he set his foot down, the whole ship shook a second time. Ah! The quake caught the girl unprepared and she fell.
Where's she gonna fall, I wonder?
Watch out! Moving on instinct, Junpei leapt to catch her. Or so he thought.
Anime! Have you guys seen an anime before?
Oh. Her face was far closer than it should have been, mere inches from his own. His... He was flat on his back, and she had landed squarely on top of him. The girl seemed as confused as he did, and her face suggested she still hadn't fully recovered from seeing him. For a moment that seemed to stretch for a very long time, they stared at one another. The ship stopped shaking. Everything was quiet. Water could be heard from the bottom of the ship, lapping faintly at the walls and ceilings, but eventually that faded as well. Silence was complete, a thick, muffling blanket. At last, the girl opened her mouth.
Oh my gosh. Is that you, Junpei?
Junpei? Junpei. Her words echoed through Junpei's head, and suddenly his memory returned. Akane! Why hadn't he realized it before? The girl was Akane Kurashiki. She and Junpei had been friends in childhood. They'd gone to elementary school together for 6 years. But what was she doing on the ship? Her soft eyes were only inches away from his own. He could feel the warmth of her face. Feelings he thought long forgotten began to work their way to the surface. He could feel his face heating up. At that moment,
Welcome aboard. I welcome you all from the bottom of my heart to this, my vessel.
what?
What's that voice?
They hurriedly untangled themselves from one another and struggled to their feet. Their 7 companions had heard the voice as well, and many of their faces had gone pale. They looked around frantically, desperate to locate the source of the voice. At last they found it. The speaker set in the ceiling.
I am Zero, the captain of the ship. I'm also the person who invited you here.
Her voice was harsh, obscured occasionally by the crackle of static. This is... Junpei recognized it. How could he have forgotten it? That guy in the gas mask!
Hey! Butthole! What the heck is this? Come out here. I want to get a look at you.
What do you mean, dude us?
I mean to have you participate in a game. Some of you, I know, are familiar with this game. The Nonary game. It's a game where you will put your life on the line.
Nonary game?
What the hell's that? The voice continued to... implaceable.
The rules of the Nonary game can be found upon your persons. They're simple rules, read them.
What is he like talking about?
Hey, there's something in my pocket. Check this out. Silver reached into his pocket and pulled out a small slip of paper. The rest of them reached into their own pockets and pulled out similar slips of paper. Junpei followed suit and dug into his pocket of his pants. He felt the telltale crumple of paper, slightly damp from his earlier ordeal.
Hey, I got one too.
Then it would seem Zero has seen it fit to grace us each with a letter. Would you mind terribly reading it to us, young man?
The crest had been delivered to Junpei, who, after a short moment of surprise, did as he'd been asked. Yeah, I guess. On this ship you will find a handful of doors emblazoned with numbers. You will call them the numbered doors. The doors in front of you are a pair of the same. The key to opening these numbered doors are the numbered bracelets that each of you possess. Should you total the numbers on your numbered bracelets and find that the digital root of that number is equal to the number of the door will open. Only those who have opened the door may pass through. There are, however, limits. Only 3 to 5 people can pass through one numbered door. All those who enter must leave, and all who enter must contribute. This thing on my arm is a bracelet? He glanced around. It looked like everyone else had one too. And he had come to much the same conclusion. The purpose of the game is simple. Leave the ship alive. It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
There's one last thing I must tell you. As you have no doubt surmised, the ship has begun to sink. On April 14th, 1912, the famous ocean liner Titanic crashed into an iceberg. After remaining afloat for 2 hours and 40 minutes, it sank beneath the waters of the North Atlantic. I'll give you more time. 9 hours. That is the time you will be given to make your escape.
The voice finished and the speaker went silent.
I hear like a bell. I think it's coming from over by the stairs.
It's the clock telling us the time. Everyone had their eyes on the antique clock embedded in the wall. Seven, 8, 9. The sound of the 9th bell faded away. The 10th never came.
It rang 9 It rang lot. Run.
Let me get this, guys.
It rang not.
Like rang. Man, it rang 9 times.
It rang 9 times. So 9 o'clock then.
I think it's 9 p.m. I couldn't see anything when I tried looking out the window earlier. It has to be nighttime.
What if the case? If that is the case, then we would need to escape by 6 a.m. tomorrow. If that's the case, then we would have to escape by 6 a.m.
Now it is time that our game begin. I wish you all the best of luck.
Oh, how sweet. No, my camera!
The speaker went silent and did not speak again. If you enjoyed it, you made it this far, obviously. So if you'd like to go watch it live, all you have to do is click the link down in the description, hit that follow button, and I'm live every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'd hope to see you there. And if you don't want to do that, you can at least subscribe to the YouTube channel and like the video. It'll help a lot. Thanks.